Hello and good day, everyone. My name is Stephen from Big Fish Audio. Today I'm going to give you a brief look at tension, orchestral effects, and elements. What this library is it's a supplement to any existing orchestral virtual instrument out there that provides you the traditional, legato patches, staccato patches, various things that you would expect from and articulations that you'd expect from a traditional virtual instrument for orchestral samples today. But what this is it provides more of the special effects that an orchestra can do, but requires the orchestra to all be playing these things together, and really isn't something you can program with traditional libraries. So you have things like runs, and you have like random pizzicatos, and you have a lot of different other things in here that's just going to provide a lot of really great inspiration and musical tones and settings that are going to just fit with your music really well. So let's go ahead and check out this library. We formatted this library in EXS24, Kontakt, MachV, and it also comes in a Reason refill. Today I'm going to show you the library, preview it in Kontakt. You do need the full version of Kontakt to run the Kontakt version of this. It's 5.3 to be exact. You can't use this with the Kontakt player. So if you don't have a Kontakt player, hopefully one of the other formats do work for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we're working with here. The library comes in 6 different sections: your orchestral section, combinations, tutti, cues, bends, and reverses. The orchestral sections is kind of it's the heart and soul of this library. Provides most of the different types of articulations within this folder. And you can see we have strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion, the main sections of the orchestra. So if we open up the strings section here, you can see we have a lot of different options to choose from. Right now I have the strings clusters open, and you can see from the interface here, it's really quite straight ahead. There's a delay section, 3-band equalizer, and a reverb with about a dozen different rooms you can choose from, controlling the dry and the wet. To turn them on, you just simply hit the power button, hit it again to turn it off. So let's dive right in, check out some of these samples. So you can see there's a lot of really great material there to choose from, a lot of different options. We didn't just record a few clusters, but there's numerous ones that are mapped out across the keyboard. Gives you a lot of different options for creating some really cool textures and various effects that you might find really useful, especially if you're scoring a film or something like that needs that mood brought in, that those strings playing those dissonant type things can really bring. Let's check out a few more things from the string section. Here is chords in actually let's load up this one here. You have a major and minor pre-recorded chords section here. So there's a lot of different types of things in here. Let's look at a few more things. The random pizzicato, these are always cool. And let's also look at violin runs. So you can see there's a section of up and down runs. One more of these risers I also like quite a bit. Okay, let's move on here to the woodwinds section and check out, let's do this random A and B. Oops, hang on. Let's check out the woodwind clusters. So then again, with the orchestra playing these things live, they really do put in that feeling, the dynamics that you need. You don't have to program those things; they're already there. There's a lot of options. It just makes for really quick and easy inspiration and cool sounds for your orchestral pieces you're working on. So here are some brass elements. Horn rips, they're always useful. You get the idea. How about some brass trills? Okay, let's check out the percussion. The percussion was recorded dry, allowing you to add your own reverb, put it in whatever setting you really want it to be in. There's a lot of different single shots as well as rolls and various other effects for the percussion as well. So here's the Gran Casa. Those are very nice. And you have a miscellaneous section with things like rain stick and chimes and other things like that. Let's go ahead and turn the reverb on. Okay, let's move on to the next section here. The second main folder was the combinations folder, and this provides you just combinations of various effects layered on top of each other. So you take, say, for example, the strings risers, and you'll hear a thicker sound, more stuff happening, just provides even further different types of effects beds that you can create. So you have a thicker, more complex type of sound happening there. Let's check out the brass trills. Again, similar to the original brass trills we heard, but with multiple samples happening at once, just giving a thicker, more complicated sound happening. Let's check out the Tutti section, the clusters medium. All right, very cool. The section number 4 is the cues, which are basically small musical pieces that have been laid out across the keyboard in various phrases from that musical piece. So you can kind of mix and match, something to get you started really quickly if you're trying to just lay something down really fast. So let's check out some of those. So you get the idea on those. The bends, love these. These are really cool. Check some of these out. But the clusters bend up. Actually, no, let's do the brass and woodwind clusters up and down. Really nice, really nice. The reverses, this is going to be, these are a little different where they're actually a lot of the same material we've recorded, but we've reversed it. And it's going to, obviously at first it almost sounds like it's not reversed, but you do, once you kind of get to, it ramps up at the end, you do hear that reverse type of sucking sound that kind of gives you that rising impact. So check these out. How about the risers here? Could be some really useful stuff for a lot of different situations that you might need something a little bit different. Let's go ahead and look at one more thing here. We have the multis, and in Kontakt, if you're familiar, basically it's just opening up multiple patches at once. And so like in the strings section, we can load up the fingerboard effects Omni. And what's that's going to do is it's going to open up, you got about 5 different patches here. Some of them have more, some of them have less. And it's playing multiple articulations and allowing you to control which is playing, the volume of them. You can take some of them out, whatever you want to do, but let's look at some of these. Like so, for example, if you didn't want the grace note at the beginning of that. Or you just wanted to take out a few of them. So that's about it. That's Tension, Orchestral Effects and Elements. It's available at bigfishaudio.com. Thanks for watching.